Have you ever had that moment when you're obviously drinking a cup of water or a bottle of water and then suddenly somebody comes up to you and asks this, "Buat apa tu? Minum air ke?" And you go like, "Apa den?" Or maybe one day you're eating at your favorite mamak stall. You're obviously eating chicken rice, nasi ayam. Somebody goes up to you, "Makan nasi ayam ke?" I mean, come on, it doesn't look like roti canai, right? Probably some of us wonder. A lot of us ask the obvious. We say things that, when you think about it, why are we even saying it? Why are we even asking this? So in linguistics, this is what we call the phatic sequence, all right? P-H-A-T-I-C, phatic sequence. So what is phatic sequence? Basically, every culture in the world has their way of initiating a conversation. Basically, small talk to get someone's attention, because sometimes people just don't know how to start a conversation. So it becomes a habit in a culture to ask certain things. And in our culture, it seems like asking the obvious is a way to beramah mesra. In other cultures, for example, in Chinese culture, they're so concerned about well-being. And in their culture, eating rice, means that if you eat enough rice, that means you have enough wealth, you're well in general. Which is why among Chinese, have you eaten rice? They don't ask that because they want to know whether you've eaten or not. They just want to know whether you're well or not. And these expressions can really, really differ based on language. When we talk about phatic sequences and language, it doesn't just stop at normal spoken language. It also can extend to our WhatsApp and Telegram messages. For example, let's say you say, "Oh, I'm doing fine today." Then somebody responds with emojis. What do these emojis mean? Or for example, when you chat, "Hey, I had a great day," and then the person replied, "LOL." Now, LOL stands for laugh out loud. I said I had a great day, so why are you laughing? But that's how people fill in the conversation with these seemingly meaningless things. And it also goes beyond emojis and language. It also goes to our gestures and physical reaction. For example, waving at somebody. Why wave at somebody? Now, the problem occurs when we don't understand, or maybe I should say we don't try to understand why people ask it. Because sometimes we tend to think that people are annoying when they ask certain questions, like, "Duh, I'm eating nasi." But that's not the point. They are not dumb. We don't assume that people are dumb. So whenever somebody asks that, let's try to understand. Perhaps the person is just trying to communicate with us or trying to say something, and that's how he or she opens it. Because we live in a world where people are more disconnected, with social distancing going on, with more people going online. These are just ways that people want to establish a bond. Let's try to understand them rather than to reject them, unless we know that person really is annoying, then that's probably a different case. We see phatic sequences being used a lot among elders as well. For example, you go balik kampung, now that interstate travel is allowed, you go meet your relatives and say, "Oh, dah makan ke?" or "Bila nak kahwin?" and all that. Sometimes they ask bila nak kahwin not because they want to know when you want to get married, they just want to start a conversation.